They're in their 10th year headlining at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, and we're thrilled to have them back with us here tonight. Give it up for the great Penn and Teller, everybody. Nice to see you. Penn, Teller, nice to see you. Very, very good. 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years at the Rio.
And they just signed us up for another 3. So we'll be doing at least another 3.
Oh, my gosh.
But
That's huge.
we intend to die in office. So we've ruined our whole negotiation. We'll stay there as long as they want us to.
I mean, well,
we love being at the Rio. Let us do whatever we want.
That's great. I mean, gosh, you must be so used to it by 10 years.
Yeah, but you know, we write new stuff all the time. So
yeah.
it's always a different show. We always put new stuff in. So it's just perfect.
And speaking of that, Teller just wrote and directed a play off Broadway all my friends have been going to see called Play Dead.
It's at the Players Theater, yeah.
It's at the Players Theater. It's all my friends are going. They said it's scary, it's funny, and it's amazing.
It's a spook show. It's fabulous.
Yes, but
and thrilling. I mean,
Teller doesn't talk. How would you direct the people?
Well, he makes faces, and they interpret what those are. He can do it with his mind. He's directing you right now.
That's weird. You're going to do something. I love when you guys come because you're going to do something that's never been on television.
No, we've done this. I mean, when you see it, you'll see we've done it a ton live. I mean, you wouldn't want to do this cold first time out, but we've practiced it enough. I think we're okay. But this is the first time doing it on TV.
Well, please, ladies and gentlemen, Penn and Teller.
Okay.
Go for it. Thanks, man. Thank you.
This is a magic trick that's kind of about memorization, kind of about focus, kind of about concentration. And memorization acts have been out of fashion for many, many years. We've tried to make our version a little less totally cerebral by adding in a nail gun. And I hope we're all aware of how bad nail guns are. They're responsible for about 30,000 emergency room visits a year right here in the USA. Now, that's compressed air over there, and it's forcing out the nails with a great deal of power. Certainly enough power to go all the way through the board and into another board and fasten them together for construction purposes. But we've thwarted that by putting the board on a metal table so the nails stick out a little bit. Now, we're talking about memorization, and the trick looks like this. Now, the nail gun is loaded right here. And it's loaded with what's called a string, which is 2 pieces of rigid parallel plastic that hold the nails perpendicular, equidistant from one another. When you pull nails out of the string, whenever the nail gun comes to one of the spaces, it still fires the air and makes the noise, but it does not fire a nail. So all I have to do is memorize this sequence, and I can do this. The trick. Now, I hope you've all noticed by now that I'm not just alternating. As a matter of fact, the pattern does not repeat for the whole trick. Now, if you'd seen a memorization act in vaudeville, there obviously would not have been a nail gun. It would have all been done with numbers and words. The performer would have gotten maybe 40 single-digit numbers, yelled out by the audience, memorized that almost random sequence, and then written it back perfectly on a chalkboard while reciting any Shakespeare sonnet chosen by the audience. And this is the exact same trick. Just like wire walking. It's the exact same trick if the tight wire is set 4 feet off the ground as if it's set 50 feet off the ground. When you're dealing with real danger, with real danger, it makes the whole show just a little more visceral, a little more exciting. Now, most memorization acts are all magic tricks. They're just lies. We don't mind you knowing that, because Teller and I believe it is morally wrong to do things on stage that are really too dangerous. It makes the audience complicit in unnecessary human risk. So any doubts about this being a lie, I think that proves it right there.
Amazing. Play Dead is at the Players Theater in New York City. Go see it. And go see them live.